Hi everybody, and welcome to day 27 of Raising My Vibration in 2018. So I hope everybody is enjoying all of the videos. I can't believe that we are coming to an end soon. We have just about come through an entire month of doing these videos, and I'm sure everybody has been busy with all of the things that we have been working on. I know this month has been a huge eye-opener for myself, and there's been lots and lots of shifting and changing, which is awesome. So I wanted to make sure that when we come to the end of this, we have a few more tools in our tool belt that will help us to stay on course and stay on focus, and other ways that will remind us to raise our vibration. And so I want to talk today about guides and angels. And I know you guys hear me through all the videos talking about I call in my team of guides and angels that I work with to energetically work with you guys. And I wanted to, when I do work with clients, there's some people who are, aware of the team that they have, or they have worked on developing a relationship with them. And then there are others that this is a pretty new concept. And so for those of you out there who maybe, this may be a bit of a foreign concept, or it's a little bit hard to get your head wrapped around it, I kind of just wanted to go over some stuff. So I know, for me, I think from the time I was a child, I always knew that I had some kind of help all the time. Like I had not an ideal childhood, and I can remember just kind of feeling that there was always something or someone that was looking out for me and kind of, getting me through the difficult times, and always like a sense of protection there. And, as I've, evolved on my spiritual path and started to do the work that I do, and, once I started doing, formally doing mediumship, so, actually working with clients with spirit and doing all of the training with that, I actually had to go back and revisit that relationship of, who is working with me, what support do I have on the other side. And it's through mediumship, really, I believe that this has just strengthened the knowing of this to be true. Because of course, so when I go and I do mediumship readings, there's multiple levels of our spirit guides and our spirit helpers and our soul helpers, and there's numerous titles that we can give for any beings that are not human beings and that are able to come through and work with us. And so when I do mediumship readings, so that's when I bring through somebody's loved one who has passed over, spirit, their loved ones in spirit will often, show me that they are around them, around their loved ones. And especially, they've talked and showed things like, an accident just about happened. And so the loved ones, were around them when it happened to like offer safety and security. So I know through the validation of mediumship that our loved ones do what they can do from their end to come and help us as well. And I think for me, because I've got the whole left brain stuff that goes with my right brain stuff. For me, I kind of have to see things visually. So I think that there are multiple levels of, of being. So, if we talk about level of humans would be down here. And then, when we pass into spirit, then we're up here. Then I believe that there are other levels of beings. And I think as the levels go, or as the experience goes, I think also, the stronger ability that they have to, either help us or communicate with us or heal us, or I believe that I can feel a sense in their different strengths or their different attributes. And so I'm a big believer that, our spirit, our loved ones that have passed over, will do what they can to do to help us. I often feel, mothers or grandmothers that will really show me like angelic love around their loved ones. And they always show me like an energetic circle or bubble that they put around their loved ones for protection. But we have also another set of a team that works with us. And so, for example, I know lots of people will think that they'll say, oh, I know my mom in spirit is my guardian angel, or my grandmother is my guardian angel. And I don't believe that to be accurate, because I believe that angels were not human beings. And so I believe that your loved ones in spirit obviously are human beings, but I think that our guardian angels are actually guardian angels. And so again, if we were kind of like, and I know this is going to sound really out there for some people, and you know, really sci-fi for others, but I want you guys just to do yourselves a favor and kind of think outside of the box for this and open up your imagination a little bit, because just imagine the possibilities, right? Just imagine the possibilities. So I do believe that there are beings, other beings besides humans. And so I believe that angels are a species of a, right? They're a, you know, and so angels, obviously, people from the beginning of time have written about angels and talked about angels. The Bible's got tons of stuff about angels. And so we know that they, well, you have to believe that they have been around for a very long time helping human beings. And so, you know, angels, we would think, you know, and angels have we see the wings, we see they're very angelic. They come through with light and love and strength. And, you know, many people have written, you know, tons of books. If you go on there, there's tons of information about the archangels. And so again, like, so within that system of angels, there's actually like another level system or a rating system. So archangels are angels, obviously, that are, you know, been called to do special work with human beings, and they all have special attributes and special jobs that they can help us with on our journey. I kind of like to think about the angels and the guides as, you know, tutors. So again, if I think about the, you know, we as souls have incarnated into this human form because Earth is the school of life, or the school of soul development. And I kind of want you guys to start thinking about the angels and the guides as kind of like our astral teachers and tutors. And so each, you know, and I want you guys, because there's so many, and I could, you know, we could do like a week of videos on this, but I want you guys just to take some time to go in and Google or find some books about the different archangels and their attributes and how they can help and what they can do. You know, we have everything from, you know, Archangel Michael, who is a protector, a healer, Archangel Raphael, who is about physical healing. So look into all of that, just so that you start to understand them. And I want you guys to, like, this is, I know for some it's a hard concept to grasp, but if I was to ask you if you believed in, you know, Jesus or Buddha, you probably would say yes. You probably would say yes. Well, Jesus was you know, I've read stuff about him. I've people talk about him. So I do believe that he's real. I don't believe that he was made up. And so it'd be the same thing about the angels. I want you to kind of develop that understanding about the angels and about how they work and how they can become part of your life and how they can help you. And so, and vibrationally, so when I do readings for people, and I do, you know, psychic readings, or on a psychic level, I do work, and spirit guides will come through and angels will come through, and vibrationally they feel different to me. So angels will come through with, and it's very, very much, they have very much angelic energy. They are very, very, come through with love. Like they feel at my heart chakra when they come through. They feel very, very light. Their energy bodies are very, very light and different from spirit guides. And so spirit guides to me can be, you know, and it's interesting because spirit guides started really coming through to me when I started doing some of the mediumship readings and the psychic readings. And so, you know, in a reading, I would be bringing through somebody's loved one in spirit. And then all of a sudden I would have this being that would come through, and I would know instantly that this being was not human, and was not part of their family. And I, you know, instantly had to be like, oh, okay, so I guess we're shifting gears now. We're going into work with spirit guides. And it was kind of neat because when the spirit guides would come through to me for the readings with clients, they would always come through with so because I'm clairvoyant, so I see really well with my inner eye. And so they would actually always give me like a visual of themselves. And so I was able to, kind of get a feeling of who they are by the visual. And I can tell you that in all the readings that I've done, the range of how they look is sometimes I feel like I'm, either flipping through a book or a comic book, and there's some artist has designed all of these, because they can be everything from looking like humans, but not humans, to looking like, part animal, part human. Like it's really kind of cool. And when they come through, they always come through with an attribute. So they always come through with letting me know what it is that they are here to help their human with. So and they change, right? Your needs will change. And as your needs change, your guides will change with you as well. Or, you may not let go of them. They may stay on your team all the time, but you may add new ones as your needs change. But it's really kind of cool, because so they would come through and they would give me an attribute. They also would give me a color, so a vibrational color that I could help the client use to be able to tune into their guide's energy through that. And then, of course, they would give me, an insight as to what the person is working on, or what their particular focus should be or needs to be. And so it was through doing that kind of work that I think, my relationship with my guide started to develop and strengthen more and more. And, there are some really, really good teachers that talk about this. And so James Van Praagh, who is also a medium, one of my favorite, teachers, inspires me every day for the work that he does. And he has some really great books out there about a brand new book, actually. I think it's his newest book, is about meeting your spirit guides and working with your spirit guides. And so he's got all kinds of different exercises that you can do, and all kinds of things that you can do to develop your relationship with your spirit guides. And there's tons of, if you go onto YouTube, there's tons of YouTube videos that will, meet your spirit guides, meet your guardian angel through meditation. That's a great way to do it as well. But you honestly have to start with this sense of knowing, this sense of believing. And I think we talked a little bit about this in one of the videos about our connecting with our inner child. So guys, I want everybody to remember that part of our makeup as souls, our soul energy, is joy and bliss and excitement and, finding the shiny, sparkling things in life. And I think that that's part of, our guides and our angels that work with us. That's part of their job, like that, to help us to make it through, the life lessons here on earth. But also part of their job is to remember that we are so much more. So part of their job is to always have that magical connection with us, so that we always kind of remember, deep down inside, that we are pure source energy, and that we are so much more than these, physical human beings that are most of the time limited as far as, our beliefs and our abilities. So they're here to remind us that we do have magic in our being, and we do come from magic, and they're absolutely here to support us, like absolutely 100%. And this is a really, really important part on our journey, because if you could remind yourself that you are never, ever alone, like you always have a team that is working with you, that is supporting you. And even if you're in your, your lowest, darkest moments, that team is always around you, supporting you, just waiting for you to connect with them and say, okay, help me, give me some direction. And that's what they're there to do. We need to keep in mind, though, that the role of our guides or angels is not to fix things for us and not to give us the answers, right? Again, they're like our teachers or our tutors. If you had a teacher or a tutor that was, giving you all of the answers for all the exams, you would not have very much soul development, right? You would get through things, but you'd have to come back and do it again. So I hear people are asking when I do the readings, can you get the lottery numbers for me? Right. So could you imagine if we could all ask our guides to give us the lottery numbers and we were all instant lottery winners? Could you just imagine the chaos that would happen on the planet if that happened? Yeah, it would be, you know, and we would stop growing, developing on a soul level, which is the purpose of coming to Earth. It's the only reason why we come here, is to gain depth on a soul level. Okay, so I want you guys to just look into this and really, like, if this is something that's new to you, I know it's a lot to kind of swallow. It's a lot to, you know, think about, but, you know, we have to, you know, I'm sure that deep inside of you, there's a part of you that knows and believes that there's so much more than just humans on the planet. You know, I've even said before that I'm a big believer that the technology that we have has been handed down to us from beings that are much more intelligent than we are. I don't believe that humans are capable of, you know, doing some of the things that we do. I believe that we do absolutely have help from other realms. And so I think, and again, so, you know, again, every kind of being has a purpose. And so I think, you know, probably there are other beings in other realms that have a purpose of working with us as humans. And then of course, our guides and our angels have a purpose of working with us as humans as well. So I want everybody to start. I'm going to do a little bit of a guided meditation with you. So this is a really quick, easy, simple way for you to just kind of start to, first of all, remember some of the work that we're doing is tuning in on ourselves, right? Getting to know what our energy feels like. Because if you don't know what your energy feels like, then it's going to be really hard for you to recognize when somebody else's energy is around you. And this is the starting point. This is, you know, one of the things when I teach the mediumship is that in order to recognize that we are linking with spirit, connecting with spirit, you have to understand what your energy, your vibration feels like first, so that you know when you've shifted into another frequency. So I want you guys, we're going to do this little guided meditation together. Again, there's tons of stuff that you can do online. Doreen Virtue is, you know, probably one of the biggest teachers on the planet that's been talking about angels for a very, very long time. Tons of information about that you can find. A great way that you can connect with to just start working with your guides are through, of course, there's tons of angel oracle cards, right? And so the oracle cards are a tool that you can use to communicate with your guides. So it's not, again, we talked about this before, it's not necessarily the cards don't have a power. There's no magic in the cards, but it's a tool that your guides or your angels can use to communicate with you. You know, everybody you see all over the place, the 1111, the 222, the 333, all of those numbers are ways that our guides and our angels will get our attention and communicate with us. We can ask for, you know, if you are at a place right now where you're kind of not connecting with them, or you're not in a place of knowing or believing yet, then you can ask for some proof. You can absolutely, so you can, you know, this is probably a good starting point. So you could ask your guardian angel, and we'll make our connection with our guardian angel first. You can ask your guardian angel to give you a sign. And so, you know, one of the easiest ways for them to communicate with us is anything that they can manipulate energetically that's light. So this is why feathers, right? We talk about feathers. It's easy for them to bring a feather and show a feather because they can manipulate it. Electricity is something that they can easily manipulate. Radio signals, so music, is something that they can absolutely manipulate. So why don't you pick one of those things that resonates with you? And so through maybe a prayer that you do tonight, your closing prayer of the day, you know, just put out the intention that you are going to start connecting with your guides and your angels, and that you want to make a connection with your guardian angel specifically, and that you want to be shown a sign tomorrow. And so they have the entire day to give you a sign. And so, and choose, be specific what your sign's going to be so that they will do it. So tell them that I want to see a feather, or tell them that when I hear this particular song, then I will know that you're connecting with me. Yeah, I think those are probably two of the easiest ways that will, will actually validate for you and give you like the, oh, okay, she's not making this stuff up. We're not, it's not just in our imagination. And the feather one is kind of a really cool thing. There's, and there's been times when, in everybody's life where you do like our life is like this, right? There's been times where I have felt disconnected, or I felt like I'm blocking myself from the connection with my guides or my guardian angel. And the feather thing works every time for me, because I will be like, okay, you know what? I need some reassurance here. I need to show me that you are working with me and that you are here. Show me a feather today. And it always shows up. It always shows up for me. And so you guys can do this, and remember that, and don't, when they give you the sign and they show up and they do it for you, make sure that you acknowledge it, okay? Make sure that you tap into that energy of them and you absolutely acknowledge it. Okay, so everybody, I just want you to close your eyes for a minute with me. We're going to do something a little different than we normally do with our breathing exercise. I'm going to take you through a little bit of a meditation. So you're going to just close your eyes, and we are just going to bring our awareness to our physical body. And so we do this through our breath. So breathing in slowly through your nose, just bringing your awareness of all of your energy. So slowly through your nose into your belly, and then exhaling through your mouth. And so we'll do this 3 times together, okay? Good, and just stay in with me with your eyes closed, just having your awareness on your breathing. And I just want you to bring your awareness to your physical body. So we'll just do a little bit of a scan. So we're just scanning up at the top of our head and our face, and going down through our whole body, bringing all of our awareness to the inside of our body. Maybe you can feel your heart. Maybe you can feel your lungs expanding. Maybe your belly is gurgling, or you can feel the fullness or emptiness of it. But just bringing all of your attention and all of your awareness to the inside of your body. Feeling your muscles. Feeling if there's any tension or tightness anywhere. And bringing your awareness to your breathing. And now I just want you to shift things to outside. So as you take your awareness and your focus outside of your body now, still with your eyes closed. And now you're just hearing things in the space that you're in the room that you're in. Maybe you hear music playing. Maybe you hear people talking in the background. Or maybe there's birds. And then I want you to bring your awareness and your focus back to the inside of your being again. Back to your breathing, back to your breath. And now as our energy and our awareness stays inside our being, we are going to ask for our guardian angel to step into our energy. We ask now for our guardian angel to step to the side of us on the right. And as they come into us on the right, I want you to pay attention to what you feel. It could be very subtle. It could feel like something warm is coming in on your right, or something cold is coming in on your right. And we just ask now at this time that our guardian angels step even closer to us, so that we may feel their energy around us. And now I just want you to pay attention to how that feels on the right. And I want you to ask your guardian angel what they are here to help you with. And you may hear an answer. You may feel an answer. You may feel an energy somewhere inside your body. Your heart chakra may be full. You may feel a sense of calm, of grounding. And I just want you to now thank your guardian angel for being with you. And we ask that they stay by our side on the right. And now bringing your energy and your awareness back into your physical body through your breath. And now we ask for one of our spirit guides to join us on our left side. We ask our spirit guides to come in on our left side and come closer to us, so that we may feel the energy of them. And as they come into our energy field, I want you to become aware of your left side now. I want you to feel, can you feel the energy come closer to you? Can you feel that now there's a heaviness or a lightness or a presence? Some of you may be able to see something with your eyes closed. Some of you may feel something. Just pay attention to this. And we ask our spirit guide now to let us know what you are here to help us with. And I just want you to be open to receive that however it comes. It may come through as a sound to you. It may come through as a feeling or a knowing. And we ask that the spirit guide stay with us and stay with us on our left side. Bringing your awareness back now to yourself, to your inner energy, to your breathing through your breath. And now you can feel the presence of your guardian angel on your right and a spirit guide on your left. And now we call in one more spirit guide to come in from our back, to stand directly behind us. So bring your awareness outside of your physical body, now paying attention to the back of you. And as the spirit guide comes into our energy, do you feel them? Feel the height of them? Do they feel tall or short, big or small? And we ask this spirit guide, what are you here to help us with? And you may be able to feel this answer in your body. You may have a sense of strength that washes over you, or a strength of calm and love. You may see a color that will associate with this spirit guide. And now I want you to bring your awareness back into your physical body, back through your breath. And now I want you to notice the difference of how you feel, how much larger your energy feels now, how it feels like you have a team surrounding you. We have angelic power on our right. We have spirit guides on our left and behind us, all supporting us and guiding us. And I just want you to take a moment to thank these beings for being with us on our journey. and to assure them that we are going to communicate with them more and connect with them more, and that we may need help with this process. And you can feel that they're more than ready to give you that help and that support. Just thanking our guides and our angels for joining us today. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes, come back to the room. Okay, how cool was that? How's everybody feeling? I know for some it can be emotional. I know the first time that I connected with a guide or with my guardian angel, it was super emotional for me. And so take that with you, take that experience with you, and remember that we are going to develop this relationship with our team. We are going to work with them. They are going to work with us. Awesome. You guys have the most amazing day ever, and we will talk to you tomorrow.